So hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is the second part of the previous video. Then I am going to finish these cards. Well, right now I'm working just on only on card number 2. And yes, this is going to be finished right now. I'm gonna work on the details like font family, font size, colors and stuff. Changing the pictures and everything. So the first thing that I decided to change would be the max width of my container. I'm gonna make it smaller because I think it's too large right now. So I'm gonna put it back to maybe 1100. And another thing that I decided is changing the font family as well. I was taking a look on Google Fonts and I think the Poppins will be a better choice for this project. So I'm going to select the Poppins, and if I want to use Roboto for maybe for the button or for the paragraph, I can use it as well. So I'm going to get both, and so far for the moment I might use Poppins as the main font family. I'm gonna get this code here, and also this one, which I'm gonna put there and also in there. This is just for future reference. If anytime I need to get the font family correctly, I'm gonna get from here. Then I'm gonna close Google Fonts right now. I was also taking a look in the color palette, and then I found this one. I think this one is gonna be cool, the light gray color for the details maybe. Then I have this dark blue color for the border, this other darker blue color for probably for the text, and then the red color for the icon. So I'm gonna test this combination. So let's go. So I reduced the size of the container, and right now I am gonna work on the title. Okay, reducing this. Yeah, container is better this size. So now I'm gonna be working in this header of my card, right? So I think I'm in the other project that I was making long ago. This one, we have it bold, but the place name is gonna be probably light font weight. So let's check it, and then the red, I'm gonna apply the red from this color palette in the icon. So let's make the changes. In the next video I'm gonna try to find a way to not have this here, so probably just coding one card at a time. Oh, you know what, I'm gonna do it right now. It's gonna be much easier for working side by side. So I'm gonna go and remove this guy from here. Ideal size is around, let's check it now. Ideal size is around 300 pixels, so even actually a bit more, 320 pixels. So I'm gonna do it right now. It's gonna be much easier to work this way and faster. So I'm going to put in comment first card as well. Then I'm going to establish the width of my card to be how much? 320 pixels. And for those asking why am I using this, let me put it there, put it in a comment for a moment. Actually I'm just gonna put it here, and I'm going to remove it later. So for those asking, I'm using this level of specificity here. Well, I just got used to be specific. Imagine this could be, for example, icon could easily be a class used in another section. Of course, for this project we're not going to build on other sections and other pages, but it's just something I got used to. So maybe in the next time I'm going to simplify that. But let's go. Then did I save the HTML? Yes, I did. So now what I'm trying to do is pretty much just having, oh, why are the cards appearing still? I did save my HTML. They should not be appearing, only the second one. Oh, okay, I made a mistake. Okay, that's my bad. I did comment the wrong parts of my code. So this should be card number 3 entirely. Not for now, Sublime. And card number 2 also, sorry, card number 1, comment out. And that's it. Now I have only one card, and I can work with this card here, still having my inspector in a good size, and I think this is the best way to work a bit faster. Sublime text a bit bigger, inspector, where is it? Here, so I can check what I'm doing. So yeah, then, well, as I was saying, the name house, now I'm using the Poppins, yes, Poppins font family. So for the house, I think I'm going to apply a dark color. I don't like to use total black color for my text. I prefer to be using generally a dark color. For this purpose, I'm gonna try this code here, or actually this color palette, right? So this is going to be my code for text generally. This one here. So yeah, much better in my opinion, much better for the eyes. And these will be my links. Also, I'm gonna rethink about it, because I don't want the link to be, I don't want this area here to be considered as a link. Maybe, for example, if I want just the text to be clickable, I don't want to make this area clickable. I'm still gonna think about that, but let's continue. So yeah, so look in this. Now I have the H3. It has the margin bottom 2 pixels, only 2 pixels. I think it's not even necessary. Then what I'm going to do here is to use a text transform, uppercase. Yes, I think font family is too big for this element, so probably my font size, I don't know, I think it's out of balance. I'm gonna reduce my font size a little bit. This is an H3. I think 22 pixels will be fine. Oh, actually 22 pixels is bigger than it was. I'm gonna try it 19 pixels. I'm not using EM or other units for now. I'm just trying to do it to make it simple. So 19 pixels will be fine. And yeah, that's fine. And then the place, the H4, which is the place name, gonna be a font weight 200. Let's see. Not sure. Oh no, it's true skin. So let's try 300. And by the way, guys, I'm really sorry about the microphone. I'm gonna find a solution for the next videos. I know this MacBook has the microphone somewhere here near the keyboard. So every time I accidentally hit the microphone, it's not a good experience for those out there. So I'm sorry about that. So this is the distance. I'm not sure. Okay, here we have apparently a line height on this H3 that is causing this distance between the house number 1 and the place name, and I'm not sure if I like that. Yeah, that's definitely the line height property. Let's check if changing the line height for maybe 1 EM. Well, no, that's not a good idea. So I don't know, maybe 1.2 EM, not even, no, it's not gonna be the best solution. So what I could do here to solve this issue, if this problem, is maybe okay, let me check something. Display flex. What if I do align items to the center? Yes, this is gonna be better. So definitely align item center. And then the H3 should be a line height EM. And definitely the line height is something that I need to make more research about, because this is something I want to understand more about good practices and standards about line height. I usually use my line height in 1 EM, or I just let the line height to be natural size. As you know, I remove all my margins from the beginning, and then I establish distances using margin bottom, for example. But let's continue. Then the red color that I'm going to bring from this code here will be the color for my icon. I'm not sure if I apply this to the div that contains the icon, if this is going to work, but let's make a try. Yeah, it works, and I really like it. I like this combination. That's really a really nice color palette. And then this blue color here, which will be the border, I am going to use, but I need to get the RGBA for this code. So I'm not sure, this is not available right here, I guess. So I am going to, yeah, I'm going to find something to translate from hexadecimal to RGB. So this is 4871.994. So this is going to be for my border, the border color for the card. We're almost done. We're pretty close. So this is going to be houses card, and the borders transparent at the beginning at first, and this is going to be the RGBA, and I probably want it to have some transparency or something like this, maybe 5. Let's see how it looks like. Yeah, it's too gray. I want something more blue, like light blue color. Not sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put this light gray like always. Sorry, light blue. And I'm going to decide my color using the inspector. So this is how I do. I think this blue right now is too light. So where is it? Here in the border color. This is too light. So I want something more a bit darker. Something like this, maybe. Yeah. So looks fine. I don't know, I maybe change it later. I think this is good. So I'm gonna get this color here and put it there. Well, in this case, I'm not gonna use the opacity. I don't need it because it has the exact color I want. Oops. So yeah, that's it. And here I come back for transparency. That's it, half of a second, and then of course, and I over it, 5 seconds. And this is the intention. This is just to indicate for the user that it's just a fancy design stuff. I don't know if this looks good. But let me know in the comments. So I think now I think this distance in here is too big for the moment. But what you think? This is too close to the border. I'm not sure. So maybe I should bring this more to the top. So that's pretty simple. The header of the card should consider, or actually this is the header of the information area. So this is 15 pixels. It looks too much. I'm just gonna bring back it to maybe 8 pixels. Yeah, I think it's better right now. So let's continue. I have this done. Again, I'm not sure about using the text align center for the paragraph if the title and the place name, like title and subtitle, are aligned to the left. So let me take a look. And what if I use just say text align like by default to the left, or justify? Really don't like using justify as a text align, but let's see how it looks like. Well, this is not my favorite. I really don't like using justify, but right now I think this is the one that looks the best. Let me know in the comments if you like that. And also on font size, well, I'm not sure if I can change the font size of description selecting the parent, or if I have to go to the paragraph and do that. But let's take a try. Just for testing, I'm gonna put 10 pixels. And yeah, it is possible. So I'm gonna put 16 pixels and see how it looks like. I guess 16 pixels is what I had before. So what about 14 pixels? Okay, I really dislike the distance between these items. It's not something good. So I will just remove this from here. At the same time, I don't like this distance in there. So as you can see, sometimes making decisions. I'm not a designer, by the way. I just like designing. I like design in general. I like to see the people's works in design. But me, I am not a designer. And by the way, for sure, I need to solve this problem in here. Because now even if I was using this in the center, that's not a good idea to keep this alignment different. So you know what? I'm going to generalize the padding to be applied on every element. But let's testing. We are here to experiment together, right? So I hope you enjoyed this journey. So the card header. What if I put, for example, text align center? It's not being applied for some reason. Okay, this is a display flex. Okay, of course. So I would need to use justify content center. No. This is not what I want. This is not good at all. Going back. And well, I need to find a better solution for this. I think I'm going to keep as it was. So text align center in here. In any case, I might prefer to have this padding as well. Let me just take a look how I did this, just to remember. Yeah, I put a padding here on the left side. It was in the description actually, padding 15 pixels on the sides. How it's gonna look like if I do the same here. So let's say just padding left 15 pixels. Yes, I think this is what I had to do. And honestly, I'm not gonna worry about this space in there right now. Eventually, if I think better, or if you let the comments saying it's better, let me know if you prefer the text align center in here. I think this is not good alignment. So for this reason, I might just leave it to the left. Okay, the justified would be a solution, but not so interesting maybe. So here I'm gonna put a padding left of 15 pixels, and I want the padding left there because I could generalize and even include this also to the bottom in there, but I think I prefer this line to be longer. Okay, Now let's work in this last part here. This is for sure not the sizes that I intend to keep. I want to make it smaller and lighter, and many adjustments to do in this part here. But this is really pretty much in a good advance. One last thing I will do. Okay, the text align is no longer in the center. Let's see. Yeah, this is good. So let's continue and finish this part here. So button holder, this is my button holder. Let's see in the inspector, and probably I will apply the changes in here and immediately do the same in there. But as I told you, I'm not sure if I want the link to be there, because take a look. What is happening right now is that the link is having a 50%, no idea why I did this, I'm sorry about that. It could be just and simply 50%. So what I'm saying is, I don't know if I want this entire area to be clickable, if you know what I mean. Well, of course, it's better for the user to have a larger area to click, but visually I think I prefer, especially because I'm going to apply an over effect, so I think I prefer only the word to be clickable. I don't know, but if I want to do this, I'm going to need to include another level of div, and this outer div will be the 50% one. Okay, let's keep like this for the moment, and then if I think it's important, I'm gonna make it later. So let's imagine this is a website for a hostel or something about houses you can buy. You can see the details, or I don't know, book a visit or stuff like this. I'm gonna call this first button, I'm gonna apply the text for this first button to be, increase this here for the moment. This is gonna be a book, and by the way, I'm planning to upload also a little icon after the name book. So maybe a span, I'm not sure. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do the div idea. BTN holders, button holders, well, BTN nav, BTNs, nav instead of BTN hover. This is the BTN holder, and then I'm gonna make the link. Yeah, sorry about that, but I think this is the best way. I'm going to make a little change book here, because here I'm planning to apply an icon. So I'm gonna do the same for this one. This is gonna be the button. This is the BTN holder. You're going to understand what I'm trying to do in a few seconds. So what I want to do here is to put one icon. They're gonna be side by side. Actually, I think I could do it here, but I like the organization. Even if, okay, oh, you put in an extra div for no reason, I know that. But this is gonna give me more, I don't know, independency at the moment I want to apply animations and stuff. So I like to be extra, not careful, I don't know, but I like to make a bit extra, because it gives me after the flexibility to apply animations, for example. So you over the button and then the little icon is gonna shake, but I don't want the word to be shaking, if you know what I mean. So yeah, and here I'm gonna put the details. For those wanting to book immediately, you have one option. We want to see the details, you're gonna have another option there. So yeah, and this is the button number 2. I don't even know why I did this. Why did I do this? Oh, okay, it's because of the, I know right now. It's because of the specificity for the border. but I am gonna keep this way, and this is gonna be the first. It's okay. It's just because, to be honest, I don't remember the selection for the first child or the second of type. So I don't remember it by memory right now, and I don't want to waste more time, waste your time watching longer than it already is. Anyways, let's continue. So yeah, this is a little rebuild. BTN holder is no longer the same. Now it's BTN's nav, and then the BTN holder is actually the one that has a width of 50%, and it also has a display flex and the justify content center and the line items center. Not sure if it's the best solution. And now I start to think, what if I also want the icon to be hoverable and actually part of the link, right? So because, and if I'm not wrong, if I'm not making a mistake, I think the okay, you know, I'm gonna make it as a span, because I think the how to say, I think the icon, the font Awesome, they are inline, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, this might be very ugly code, I'm sorry about that, but this is gonna be effective. And I'm still learning how to record videos, because I'm not used to teach for the emptiness. I'm usually teaching for people and interacting, so teaching for a video and camera, it's not something I'm used to. Well, I actually don't have a camera here, but anyways. So details. Well, I think that's what I want for a moment. And then the BTN actually is going to be the display flex one, but not really, because if this is inline, I don't need to use the display flex, right? Yeah, so let's fix that. This is not necessary at all. Okay, display flex. Don't need any text align center. It's gonna be 50-50. Why not? Let's put it align items center. This is the width 50%. I don't need this anymore, or do I? Let's see. And the padding 10 pixels in each, no, at the top and bottom. This is too much. 5 pixels might be enough. This is not necessary. Or yeah, this is not necessary, I guess. No, I'm wrong. With 50%, no, this is no longer necessary. And this is no longer necessary. Let's see if I'm right. I don't know, because I'm just coding and not checking the results, so I'm not sure. Okay, we have a problem here. We have a problem, which is, let me try to understand. Okay, so the BTN holder is a width of 50%, that's right. And this is the, I'm just not understanding, why do I have a slash? Is it because of the icon? I'm not sure. Let me just get the icons immediately. I want to book. I'm gonna put a pencil. And for now, I'm just gonna use the same on both. Okay, good. Oh, okay, I get it. So I'm going to, it was italic actually, I guess. So right now I'm gonna do, well, we pretty much the text decoration to be none. The color to be inherit. Going to define color later. Okay, it's pretty close. But why my text is not on the center? Okay, maybe this guy has to be text align center, of course, not the element itself. Yeah, that was my problem. So it's the parent that has to be text align center, not the button itself, because I'm no longer, I don't have the width of 50% anymore. So in this case, I don't need this code there. Well, we're pretty close. And then the font size here, I think it's too big. I'm gonna use 12 pixels for the moment. Oh, that's cool. That's really nice. And as you can see, only the name, only the text is hoverable, right? If I want a larger area to be, I'm going to explain what I'm trying to say. For example, let's say I have the BTN over, and this is gonna make darker, so the color will be, let's use a temporary color, actually 111, a very dark color, and then of course a transition. Let's keep the transition consistent, so 0.5 seconds, that's the other one. But what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to say, oh, actually here maybe a font weight. Oh, this is regular, and then if I change for 500, I'm not sure. I don't really like to change the font weight on a hover, but I want to test it. Yeah, the font weight changing is not cool. It has a delay. I have no idea why. So yeah, no way. Not gonna do that. And what if the font weight by default is a little bit thicker than just regular? So I'm gonna use 500, eventually 600. I actually like it this way. So, and why did I put a span and then the icon like this? I don't know. I just, as I told you, I like to have the independency of the elements. So if I want to bounce the icon, which you can do it in another moment. Well, why another moment? I'm gonna use the keyframes, right? So, for example, I want to explain why I'm doing things. Okay, this video is gonna be long. I'm really sorry about that, but let's do things correctly. So let's say, for example, that so I have the BTNI, and there's a transition. Oh, actually, I don't need the transition because this is gonna be a keyframes animation. So let's say, for example, when you over the BTN, and what is going to happen with the icon? So this is going to receive a keyframe animation bounce or something like this, and it has 1 second, and this forwards. No, not forwards. It's gonna come back for the. It's gonna be bouncing all the time, or it's just gonna bounce once? Let me think. Yeah, let's use the default. So, no, forwards. You know what? Forwards. Okay. So what this animation is gonna do? Pretty simple. So the keyframes. It's been a long time I don't use it, but I hope I still remember. It's gonna be bounce me. And the bounce me has, I'm gonna put a couple of how you call breakpoints. I'm gonna redo a little bouncing movement, so it's gonna be a rotate, transform, rotate, just a little bit of rotation. Maybe 10 degrees. Yeah. So 10 degrees 0, 10 degrees 0, 10 degrees 0. Little quick bounce, but I want to do it to bounce from its center. So the transform origin to be center. So maybe if I do this and I 1, 2, 3. This is gonna be, so 25. Oh, I'm really bad at this. Now this is gonna be 33%, this is gonna be 66%, and this is gonna be 100%. This is gonna come back for 0, 10, 0. A little bounce. 1 second. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but let's take a look. So if I do this, oops, not working. Why this is not working? BTN over icon, transform, rotate 10 degrees. Why this is not working? Bounce me, bounce me. What am I forgetting? Animation. Is it BTN? Yes. Is it inside BTN? Yes, it is. So why this is not working? Did I do anything wrong? Okay, so the icon did not receive the animation and when I over the link. That's strange. That should work. Transition, everything is correct. So why the animation is not being applied in the BTN over? That's a mystery. Bounce me 1 second forwards. What is wrong here? Button. Oh, okay, no, that's not the reason. Keyframes bounce me. What am I forget? Oh, okay. I made a mistake here. There's a letter N missing. So now it's correct. I hope and I think. Yeah, as you can see, the pen is moving a little bit. Oh, the pencil. See here? Is it cool? Oops. You see? Oops. So I'm going to make it again. You see? When I pass the mouse, but I think it would be more cool if it do a little bit more and 2 more breakpoints and faster. Well, if I include more breakpoints, it would be naturally faster. So the movement will be 10 degrees and linear. Okay, I want it linear. Can I use linear and forwards? I'm not sure. I don't remember what these parameters exactly are. I'm sorry about that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I'm just gonna let 5. So I know this one in the center is 50%. This is 25, and this is 75. I should not be working in the details right now, to be honest. I should just try to finish. Well, definitely a bit faster, so .6 seconds. Gonna be more interesting. Oh, of course, 10, 0, 10, 0. Oh, I cannot finish. Okay, so this is gonna be 0, 10, and 0, and 10, and 0. Okay, much better, I guess, and I hope. So, okay, bit faster still. 4. It's just to animate a little bit, just make something cool. Yeah, nice, pretty simple and cool animation. Okay, anyways, let's continue. Gonna remove the zoom. All right, I'm really tired. So let's finish. I want a distance between the elements. So what I'm going to do is to apply to my BTN span a little margin right of 5 pixels, I guess. Oops, where's the number 5? 5 pixels. Okay, cool. And then, okay, that's nice. I really just don't think that the color I should. Okay, it's missing the lining here actually. What did I do here? BTN holder first. So the first holder, BTN holder, and first we'll have a margin right 1 pixel solid, and the color I'm gonna use. Okay, this is something also I have to decide. Probably will be this blue color here. because this one is too light. I'm not gonna like this one. So I'm gonna get this one line here and then check how it looks like. I forgot the hashtag. This will be the same. Oh, it's totally wrong. This is not margin right. This is border right. And the same border code will be used in the top part as well. So border top will be the same code. We're pretty close to finish, to the end. Okay, I probably need some opacity level. I can't remember right now how to apply opacity level using hexadecimal and applying another. I really can't remember right now. But I'm gonna check this with the inspector. Oh, not this, sorry. Well, this is gonna be the border of my BTNs now, exactly. And if I click here in this square, this is Google Chrome, by the way, I can apply transparency, as you can see there. So with this little bit level of transparency, I think this is gonna look a bit better. I just don't understand why 1 pixel is not looking correct for me, but let's put this 45 at the end, and I think this is good enough. So 45 and 45 there as well. So what you think? I'm not sure if the size of the elements are well balanced. I think it is, but I am looking forward to listen to your comments. The button size, font size, sorry, I'm not really happy. I'm going to increase this a little bit more. What else? Oh, it's still missing the border right here. What's wrong there? Oh, okay. This is the BTN holder that contains the class first. So this is why it's not working. Now it is. All right, I think this is done. Cool. Just don't understand. Well, apparently the borders here are not respecting the corner for some reason. What this can be? As you can see, now we are just only working in the details, and please subscribe to the channel. This is a lot of work, makes tiring, but I have a lot of pleasure to be doing it. Well, apparently the houses card, I need to apply a border radius. Well, I actually have the border radius in there. So I think this is no possible to fix. I cannot have it round right there. It should be round as well. I just don't understand why the inner part of the border here, I don't even know if you can see it because it's too small. But let me try to show. So this part here of the border is straight when it should be a little bit like round, following the border radius of the card itself. So I really do not understand why it's doing this, why this is doing this way, but I'm not going to keep doing right now. I'm gonna try to figure out what is wrong, and then eventually I'm gonna post this on my website as well. Okay, so what else? I think this is good enough. I have this gray color here, dark color, red, same dark color, same dark color. What else could I do to make it more cool? What you think about a little bit of letter spacing for my button elements? And when what if maybe not here, but in the span, 1 pixel, and when we over the, I'm not sure if this is gonna be good, but BTN over the span will have a ladder spacing of 2 pixels. What if? Do I need a transition? If I already put a transition in the button, this is something I want to experiment right now. Not sure. No, yes, I do need a transition if I want it to be better. So No, I think it's just too much. If the icons are moving, I don't see any sense to be moving the text as well. The only thing I would make would be probably to make the text like a bit darker. So in this case, what I am going to do is basically removing this from here. Do I like it? No, this is not a good letter spacing, I guess, so I'm not going to use it. The BTN over the color will change for the actual blue color that I have, the dark color. This is gonna be on over. Yes, and the original color will be this light blue there, going to dark when we over it, right? So this is gonna be the color for my elements. Hashtag. Yeah, that's it. Okay, well, what's going on? What's going on here? Don't want this anymore. Transition.5, this is cool. Okay, then I'm gonna change this pencil for a detail. So let's say the information, info, maybe this. Well, so here details and then finished. Now I'm gonna put it back the other two cards, apply the right pictures, and that's it. Yeah, what you think? Maybe not as good as the previous one I did in 2017, but I'm trying my best. I'm gonna use the H3 right now, increase the sizing for my H3 element, 21 pixel maybe. Okay, some letter spacing, a little bit of letter spacing. Oh, what's going on? Not good. Oh, this is 0.1, of course. And definitely 20 pixels. What if I use a font weight 700 or maybe 600? Don't know why I'm not using the inspector, so much easier. 600. Okay, it looks better this way, right? This is 600, 700, 6, 7. I'm not sure which one I like the most. Well, let's let it 700. It's cool. Okay, so finished. Then how do I change the color? This is a background, sorry, not the color, the background image. How do I change the background image to be different on each image? Well, I could select first, second, and third, but as I told you, I cannot remember right now how this is done, and I don't want to check on the internet at this moment. So I'm going to, this is card number 3. What I'm going to do is house this card. This is gonna be third, this is gonna be second, and this is gonna be first, right? So the default will be the number 1. Then I'm gonna let the other two specific in the CSS. I know this is not the best practice, but I just want to finish and post this. I'm really anxious to share this with you, so just want to finish that. So I don't need this anymore. This was temporary. Image holder, well, houses, card, image holder. Jessica is gonna like that. Second, it's like Jessica is a friend of mine. So this is a background Oh, just put it here. Background image, and as I told you, I already selected images on the internet. And remember, if you're planning to use this code professionally, do not use the same images, okay? This is just for educational purposes. I don't have the copyright for this. I'm just using these images I got on Google for explaining you the procedures, but you know what I mean. If you want to use this professionally, make sure to have images that you own the copyright. Copy image address, third one, bam. I guess this is good. I'm gonna let the first one as a default. So yeah, I think this is done. Let's see the results. Bam. Cool. I like it. I think it looks correct. Of course, not gonna use house number 1. So let's say that my first house is gonna be a place name. Okay, so let's say this is the oh, I need to change. Oh, the pictures were not changed actually. What's going on? Oh, okay, I know. The specificity level is not in the children. The specificity level is in here. That's why. But I want to change also the text, maybe. House number 1, let's say this is in Vancouver. The second one will be Toronto. Last one, Montreal. Okay, so this is gonna be the downtown house. Oops, downtown house. This will be a camping house. Not sure if this is accurate. Anyways, and this will be the what can I say? The farmhouse. Okay, that's it. Oh, I don't like it so big this way. So you know what? I'm going to just keep it downtown, campaign house, and then that's gonna be cool, I guess, and I hope. Okay, so this is the kind of things that if you work as a front-end developer, you have to worry about. You always need to think if the content here will be dynamic, it will be static, if this is going to change anytime soon or anytime in the future. So you can calculate what happens if the name here, if the title is too long. So you can make these predictions and see how your design is going to behave in these cases. For example, here I cannot predict what paragraph it will be applied by the client, right? So we cannot predict the spaces in here. If you want to make it look always aligned, perfectly aligned, but I don't like this idea, you could make this as a justify content. For example, I'm gonna make it just in one. You could make justify content, justify. Yeah. Oh, is a text align, sorry. Text align, justify. I'm just tired. Text align, justify. But as you can see, this is not, I don't like this solution because you have gaps between the words. So in my opinion, this is not the ideal solution. I really prefer to let it natural like this, or just to make it align to the center. I'm just also going to show you an example. Then we're going to finish. So the text align center. So if you make this way, you're gonna have this option in here. So this is gonna be a decision from your designer or graphic designer. If you want it aligned to the left, but having gaps there. If you want it justify, but having gaps between the word, or if you want it aligned to the center. But if your title is aligned to the left, as in this case here, I don't know if this is the ideal solution, right? So I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe to the channel. It's gonna help a lot to keep me doing this work. And let your comment behind, okay? Thank you very much. See you next time.